Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have just landed in Las Vegas. We have just gotten to the hotel for the Call of Duty Next event. I brought my phone, I brought a nice mic for some videos. Hopefully, we're gonna capture a vlog or two, but before, I know it's late at night for some of you East Coast people, but I've been on the plane. I was making notes with a pen and paper for this video, and I kind of want to give you my unfiltered thoughts before we get into this event. Now, Call of Duty Next obviously is on Tuesday. As of making this video, it's Sunday. But let me go over a few things that concern me. Let me break down all these bullet points. We got about 5 or 6, so this won't be the longest video in the world, but I figured it would be important to put out there because it's my opinion. And, you know, this is my channel, so it is what it is. So obviously, the event's on Tuesday, and that's not the first time we're gonna play the game, or not play the game, but I've been to these events, all 4 of them, gratefully, thankfully. Shout out Call of Duty. Call of Duty is back. And on the day prior, obviously, you'll do a tech test, and you'll kind of make sure your controller's working, you'll make sure your setup's working, your stream's hooked up, all that good stuff. Great time, actually. And then they kind of give us a breakdown. Now, we obviously will not be able to show anything that whatever we do tomorrow. I don't even know if we'll be playing the game to warm up. I have no idea. But I'm assuming we'll at least see visual of the game, which will be cool, because I mean, we're seeing clips here and there on Twitter, but it's like it's not the lobby. It's not like that small stuff that you kind of get into when you first get into a Call of Duty match with the music playing. And I mean, Jack Wall kind of going crazy this year with this music. But let's get to the bullet points, because I got a few things that kind of concern me, and I think I'm just going to come out and say it. I think this event is very, very big for Call of Duty. This is a very important event, not even for Black Ops 7, but for the future of Call of Duty. And a couple of these bullet points at the bottom are going to go over that. But let's discuss here, while I'm on the plane today, Battlefield puts it, well, I guess it was first thing in the morning. Battlefield puts out a trailer. And if you're a Call of Duty veteran like me, you immediately saw what they were doing. And they were, I guess, because I remember Battlefield saying in the beginning of their marketing that they weren't going after Call of Duty, they were just making a Battlefield game. Well, somebody was lying when they were doing that marketing, because this little live action trailer was pretty much a one-to-one copy of the old school trailers of Call of Duty, obviously in the first couple seconds. And if you didn't see it, we'll have B-roll footage of it in the background. But so it's like Zac Efron and Jimmy Butler and what's the country singer's name? I don't even know what his name. Luke Bryan. I know it wasn't him. But they're like, where are we going? What's the plan? And then they just blow them up right away. So they're obviously taking a shot at the live action trailer. I'll show you a Black Ops 1 or 2 one. Robert Downey Jr. was in it. All these, FPS Russia, these celebrities that they hired for these trailers, they were going right at them. So, and the funny thing is, the views on this video are absolutely unbelievable. I think when I looked at it, it was like 1 million views in a couple hours. And again, this is no sponsored ad. This is no, they didn't promote the video at all. So let's just say that Battlefield is opening up even more money on marketing, and now they're going right at Call of Duty. Before it was like, hey, we're just playing we're in our lane, we're doing our thing, we're Battlefield destruction. This today was like, okay, there's a war going on. Now, there obviously has been a punch for punch, but nobody either side has really said anything about, we're making this to make fun of it. Battlefield just said, hey, Call of Duty, we're making fun of your style. And I'm going to be honest with you, from the comments, it is looking very, very, very positive. And I'm not going to lie to you, that scares me. Views quickly and positive, not a lot of dislikes, it scares me. And I think part of the reason that it kind of makes me, scares me, but it also makes me a little sad, is because I feel like Call of Duty, let's be honest, I feel like they've been making some decent moves lately. Like they're making all the right moves for this game, getting rid of tax sprint, saying that there's going to be a ton of content coming out. Season 1's going to have the biggest drop of content ever. There's going to be content all the way up until the next Call of Duty, and there's going to be aftermarket parts, and all this stuff is going to be great for the game. But are they doing this more as a reactive defensive move, or are they on the offense? And to me, and I think a lot of people out there, it feels like a defense. Or like, oh crap, we're kind of getting, torched a little bit here by Battlefield. Let's make some moves that the player base has wanted for a long time. And that's great and all, but we've been asking for it for a long time. And that's why I'm like, okay, let's start going on the offense here. And so, to me, like I said earlier, I think a lot is riding on this COD Next event. Obviously, we're going to be able to see multiplayer. We're going to be able to see zombies. We're going to be able to see Warzone, and we're going to get our first impressions. And of course, I'm going to give them to you probably right after I play the game. And the thing with that is, we kind of already know what's going on, is what I'm getting at there. We know what's going to happen. We know we're getting a little taste of all three. We're going to see the guns and the maps, and we'll be able to make a great opinion probably in the first few hours of playing this game. But when I say a lot is riding on this, I feel like, and I'm hoping that they have a few tricks up their sleeve. You remember the old Apple conferences? Maybe I'm dating myself here. But when Steve Jobs used to do these Apple conferences, they used to always say, they would always announce all their stuff. And then at the end they go, and there's one more thing. And it would always be like it would be a really cool item, like whether it was an iPod Nano or it was like an iPod Touch. And it would always be that thing. They're like, holy crap, they waited till the end to announce this? And I think Call of Duty needs to do this. I know I've said a lot of things like they need to do this, they need to do that, they need to do this. I think everything, I don't want to say leakers ruin this stuff, but a lot of this would be surprises, like a zombies beta and all that stuff, but until it got leaked, and the default classic zombies is returning with just a pistol. All of that would have been announced at COD Next, but because of leakers, it gets out, and it's like, okay, well now we're already kind of expecting that. What's that one more thing? And I mean, listen, we could go over a couple things. Y'all know me. I feel like this is a little bit more of a casual audience on my channel, but I think there needs to be some sort of matchmaking announcement. I think that would really help. I think if they came out and said, hey guys, we get it. It's been a little strict as of late. We're going to loosen it up a little bit. We're going to have a little bit more ability to kind of, use different guns, then have to use the meta, kind of chill a little bit. And I'm hoping that is the one more thing. So do I expect them to do it? Probably not. I do expect them to do surprise announcements, and I don't have any information on that. I literally just got here. Nobody's told me anything. I haven't talked to anybody. So I don't know if they're actually going to do that. I would expect them to do that, because here's my concern. And obviously I titled the video, I'm still concerned. If this game doesn't do well and Battlefield wins this round, which they've never ever won, like they've never outsold Call of Duty before. If they somehow win this and Black Ops 7 has like this, just a bad ending to its, everybody used to love Black Ops 1, 2, 3. A lot of you loved 4. Some of you loved Cold War. Black Ops used to have this great name where it could sell a lot of copies and people wanted to play Black Ops. Right now, they don't want to. Right now, it feels like Black Ops are like, Black Ops 7? We just have Black Ops 6. What's going on? I think that's going to be a concern as well. Like people, like the fatigue of this, will they be fatigued that it's another Black Ops game? We've talked about that before, but I think I don't want it to be a sour ending for Black Ops 7, because I do think they need to move on from this title after it's done and go move on to another thing next time Treyarch makes a game. But again, let's say this game flops and Battlefield wins and they have a great run. And I'm just hypothetically, I don't want this to happen. I'm a Call of Duty channel. My career does great when Call of Duty does great, okay? That's the point of this thing. But if they do better, here's the problem I see. Modern Warfare 4 is going to most likely be the next Call of Duty. That's Infinity Ward. And we just never know what they are going to do. They may make the best game of all time, Modern Warfare 19, and the next hand may make Modern Warfare 2, which is the worst Call of Duty of all time. Now, some of you may disagree with my opinions there, but that's my opinion. It's my channel. What are you going to do about it? So what are we going to get with Modern Warfare 4? And on top of that, y'all know what game comes out next year, GTA 6. If it gets delayed like GTA always does, and it's not May like it's supposed to be, and it gets released in September like GTA 5 did, we set in big doo-doo jaja, because everybody is going to be playing GTA that entire, I mean, it might be a year, but you know it's going to be from September to Christmas, because everybody's grandma's going to be buying GTA 6 for their grandsons. And then I just worry about, okay, at that point, it's what, 3 duds in a row? Because people kind of faded on Black Ops 6 if people don't like Black Ops 7. And then Modern Warfare 4 kind of like has a rough start because of GTA. All of a sudden, you're like, wait a minute. Did this massive, crazy, franchise that we all grew up and all loved, is it becoming like a Halo where, I mean, you can't even recognize Halo anymore. These guys are, what are they doing now? Halo Infinite might be the biggest bust of all time. Don't want it to be, but it was. So with all that to say, we are 11 minutes into this recording, and while I'm sitting here in the hotel, I just want to thank you guys for allowing me, well, Call of Duty allowed me to do this, but you guys watching my videos has allowed me to do this. I'm trying to do a little bit more intimate talking point videos, because I just feel like they're what I enjoy doing lately, and you guys seem to enjoy them, and I like to give my thoughts on Call of Duty because I'm very passionate about this franchise. And so I hope at the end of this event, at the end of playing tomorrow or Tuesday, whatever, that I am excited for this year, that I think Call of Duty is back genuinely, and that we're up on a upward trend, and that we can fight back against Battlefield. Now, again, I don't mind playing both games. I will be playing both games, but I don't want one of them to like just die. I don't want Battlefield to die. I want competition, baby. Competition breeds excellence, baby. So thank you all for watching. I have one more point here that I forgot about. If you were going to get a one more announcement, like a one more thing announcement, what would you want that to be in the comments down below? And what do you expect to see from this event? What are you expecting? And what do you want to see me do? Again, reminder, I will be live all day that day. And so I'm posting this right now on a Sunday night. There will probably be an impressions video out on Tuesday night from just my first initial reactions, first thoughts, and then maybe I'll sit on a little bit, play the beta, and then kind of do another one. But because sometimes, you guys remember MW2, that beta came out and it played one way, and in the full game, it played something totally different. So that's something to think about. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I know we're just kind of rambling at this point, but leave a like if you enjoyed this video, share it with a friend, subscribe, put your noties on, because we are coming for you hot. COD next Tuesday. Lock it in.